just thought I'd share with you quickly this mini album I made for my daughter, my son-in-law, my grandsons. My vow is to use up the SCT samplers that I get monthly, and this is the March sampler. And I actually have some papers left over because, here I can show you. I don't think they would have went so well with the album I was going to do with the boys, with my grandsons. Now this album, I just put it together and I used these prong fasteners. I have a whole bunch of these because when I did the book work for our company, oh, I forget how many years I've been retired now from that. That's what we did to keep all our billing together. And this was the punch that I used. And look, I can't believe it's still in the same box. Before I used this, my mother-in-law used this. So it's, I don't know how old it is, and I don't know if anybody used it before her. But anyway, if you're familiar with the Snap flip albums, this is kind of like the same idea. So let me open it up and I'll show you. See, here are those prong fasteners. And that's how I held it together with those. So you can add more pages and it can get as big as you want it to be, because the actual pages are in between the, there's really not a spine. There's really not a spine in there. Those are the actual pages on the other side. So here is the front. I just added some washi tape here, and the reason for that is to hold the spine to hold these together. I was using just cardstock, a really good cardstock. But every time I'd shut it, this one here, because this prong is wider, I guess I could have left a bigger gap, but it would split here. And it split twice, so I got frustrated. So I got some bookbinding tape. I bought this bookbinding tape online, and it works so nicely. So when I ripped off my paper, because it split and I ripped it off, a little bit of this background paper got ripped. So I did this, put some washi tape on here, and I actually used some glue too, because washi tape doesn't always hold all that well, and I think it actually adds to it. So here we go. The first one I printed out this saying online about brothers. And then here's my two grandsons. This is Sawyer and this is Dawson. That's the first page. And I made it, there's no flips or tags. It's very simple because I have made books with flips and tags in the past, and Dawson just seems to want to rip them. So I thought maybe if I leave this really simple, then it'll be fine. So let me put this under here so it doesn't give a little bit of a sheen from the light. So this is my oldest grandson, Sawyer. He's 4, and this is Dawson, and he is 2. And they love coming up to camp because we have a trampoline out there, and because they just love coming out to camp. And then here, their dad was giving them a ride in the shovel, in the winter scoop. And here's a picture of them on one of their birthdays. I'm not sure which one, but they are just so cute. Here's Dawson's 2nd birthday. My youngest daughter, Christy, loves to bake cakes, and she made him a Hulk cake because he loves Hulk. And then this is Sawyer's 4th birthday. See, very, very simple. And then I just put silly boys because they're making silly faces. And I'll tell you, this Sawyer, he has some pretty silly faces. And then one day they were over at our house and we were blowing bubbles. As you can see, there's still snow on the ground here. Well, there isn't right now, but there was. So I just punched out some circles and then with a gel pen, white gel pen, just did little bubbles. And here, this was last fall or last spring? I can't remember now. But when we had to do the over the fence visits, we'd have to stand because of COVID. We couldn't go in the backyard and that. So my husband and I would bring fudgicles for the boys. And then this is the last page. Play all day, sleep all night. And then here is the binding, and it's a little offset, so I might put a little piece of washi tape there just to hide my little offset there. So that is that book there. since I showed you the mini book, I might as well show you some other little things I made with my grandsons. For Mother's Day, I got them to make these bookmarks for my daughter. And what I did was I cut out some watercolor paper, and then they used these here to color them up. And then I trimmed them a little bit better. This is Sawyer's and this is Dawson's. And then we stamped, I guess I should say I stamped Happy Mother's Day on there. And then Sawyer wanted the flowers because his mom loves plants. And then I made a quick little Mother's Day card. And then I said to the boys to make hearts with their thumbprints. So I got them to stamp their thumbprints in distress ink, and it was only supposed to be one heart on each side. This is Sawyer's, this is Dawson's, but they just had too much fun with their little handprints. So here are a few projects I made the last few days. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you had a very creative day today. Hope you're all well and you're all safe. Bye now.